We are back with Dale Folwell, the North Carolina State Treasurer. He's taking your questions about getting your unclaimed cash. This person is saying, what kind of proof is needed and what's the website again?
The website is uncashed.com. The phone number, we have a call center, is 919-418-4000. And that's the website that people can go to, uncashed.com.
uncashed.com. Okay.
814-4000.
Yeah, 814-4000 is the phone number in case you don't have a computer to do that. And so they're asking, what kinds of things do you need as proof?
Well, the first thing you need is a Social Security number, and so that people won't be nervous. The reason is that's how the money comes to us. If it's from a bank account or anything else, it comes to us with an identifier of a Social Security number. And then they could ask you for some proof of that you lived at the residence that the claim is under.
All right, this next text question is this only for Triad residents? Oh, no.
Oh, no. There's nearly $1 billion at nccash.com, 18 million entries across North Carolina. That's twice as many entries as there are citizens. And as I said in the earlier segment, every state has an equivalent of nccash.com. Just be very sure to go to the official websites of those other states to make sure that you're not on a website that will try to charge you a fee. No state government is supposed to charge you any fee to get access to your money.
Yeah, and right now in the Who Wants to Know section, I put up your story and I've got the NC Cash link, so all you have to do is hit it. And I also have the link that takes you to all the other states as well that are free. Again, it is absolutely free for you to find and get your money. All right, so this next person says, how long does it take after you find out that you have money for it to reach you?
Well, Tanya, you've had your own experience where it took less than a week.
Yes, it was great.
That is the shortest amount of time, just how we're given what the Postal Service does. But if it's more complicated, for example, if it's a deposit at a university for a housing dorm that you have been in 15 years, it could take a little longer to produce that type of research. So the more complicated it is, the longer it takes. And we also have an NC Cash match program right now where we're actually sending checks out automatically when our computers determine everything lines up with where the claim was versus where you currently live.
Yeah, this next question says, what happens if you have a different last name than you did like 15 years ago?
My simple answer to that is find some documentation that shows that you did have that last name, and that should be sufficient.
But you can check both of those names, and you should check both of your maiden name or married name or whatever.
That's exactly right. And, earlier we talked about joint tenant with right of survivorship, unfortunately, when you lose a spouse. But unfortunately, we also need to talk about divorce situations. I think we have a form on the website that allows one of the spouses to renounce their piece of that just to expedite the claim.
This person says, if you have a parent that is deceased and they got money, can the children accept the cash, or does it go then to the ex-husband? I'm not really sure how that's working. But if a parent that is deceased got money, is it the children that accept the cash on behalf of their parents?
My non-legal answer will be that it would go to whatever the estate says that the rest of the assets of that deceased person went to.
Yes. Okay. So you have to be the one who is in charge of the estate to be able to then claim that. And some of these things, they take a little bit of time, and you may have to find some paperwork and some things like that maybe you don't have right on hand.
That's exactly right. But once again, we're smashing all records in terms of getting more money into NC Cash every year. And we've smashed all records again this year in getting money out. With the help of the General Assembly, we are making this process as easy and so that it can be expedited as best as possible. And that's why we were able recently to present $1,000 to the International Civil Rights Museum, who had made a deposit on a phone system several years ago and then changed their P.O. box.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's an example of how money gets there.
That's right. I mean, it happens all the time. All kinds of organizations and people, they've got some money waiting. So we want to make sure that you can check it as well. What we want you to do is go to the WFNY News 2 website and you look in the Who Wants to Know section, and there are direct links to nccash.com.